Okay, so hello everyone. I have created the journal that is DS Lab Journal, Data Structure Lab Journal, where I have written all the here write up is there as well as the code is also there. So if you go down here, the code is there, and after that the output which I have written here. So if you to prepare for Viva, we have to understand this write up. Okay, so I had given here all the details. If they ask the means external examiner or so, if they ask you what is the dynamic memory allocation, so you can tell that during runtime we have to allocate the memory reallocation or allocation at runtime, that is done by dynamic memory allocation. So there are following functions are there in dynamic memory allocation. First is malloc, second is calloc, realloc, and free. And you can tell if ask what is malloc memory allocation. So it is allowed to specify number of bytes. This is the memory blocks and initialize these everything. So here I had given all the definitions and about the structure also. If they ask what is structure, it is a user defined data type in C language that allows us to uh, combine different data types. Combine different data type means what? Int for like this, see here, int character is there, float is there. So for example like that. Okay, here int is there, but different data types will be added, combined, and it will create one user defined data type. So that is known as what? Structure. So this is how we have to explain. If they ask you example, you can give an example. See, why I have done this all write up to understand every programming concept. So for each program, this the program which I had given, it is related to that only. The write up is there. So each program it is linked with this write up. Okay, anything related to that program is been given here to, like description way. Okay, so now here regarding I have already explained in the class about code, this one. Okay, so in this code first what they have asked, program to demonstrate the dynamic memory allocation, means in the program we have to apply memory allocation, that is malloc, calloc, whatever it is, and we have to create the structure also, and it has to read it, and it has to print it, the student details. Okay, in question only the answer is there. Only just we have to create one C program where it has to apply the dynamic memory allocation must be there, structure has to be there, and so here is the dynamic memory allocation. We have allocated malloc and the structure is here, and also that what it is doing, it is reading the student details. Here it is reading, that is this part is reading the student details, and this part is what? It is printing the student details. Only the first program what it will do, it will accept whatever the details are there, and it will print the same thing using the for loop. One by one it will start printing the details. So this is how it works. So first is hash include. Why we have taken this stdlib means library function. If we skip this part, if we haven't taken this part, then what it will do, it will show error here, yum allocation. Why? Because this yum alloc function is there, it is in stdlib.h, and this printf, scanf, whatever is there, no, that is in the stdr.h. So it is compulsory that we have to include this header file. And after that, int main function struct we have created, which is a user defined data type, and stud is there. Stud means what? It is just like a data type, like integer, float, same like that. Stud is also a data type, and in that int character int we have assigned. For example, I'll just show you. Okay, so here in int there is how much? 0 to 9 is there. Yes, so same like that, 0 to 9 numbers will be there in int. Okay, so character, for character it is A to Z is there, and capital A to Z is there. So like this, so some special features are there in that data types. Same like that, we are creating our own data type. So that data type is stud, and in this some special characters, some special things are there, that is roll number, name, and age. What we are doing, we are using these things, okay, using the help of stud. We are using the numbers with the help of int, we are using the alphabets with the help of char. Same thing, we are using this number, roll number, name, age, using this stud. How we'll do, we have to connect like this. P of I, see here, struct stud is there, int roll number I have written, character name, int age. Okay, so here what I have done, I have created one data type. Same thing, for example, here they will create int a. Yes, it will declare. Same like that, what we have to do, we have to declare struct stud and one variable we have to assign. Here we have assigned int a, or you can assign like the array also, like this array. Same like that, I have taken p of 10, that is pointer. Okay, means what it will do, it is the array of pointer of stud data type. Okay, array data type, array of pointer of stud user defined data type. Means user means what, we are the user, we have created stud, that is the data type, okay, which contains the feature. What it contains the feature, roll number, name and age. Same like int contains the features 0 to 9, character contains the feature A to Z. Same like that, stud also contains the features, what is that, roll number, name and age. So roll number, it is in the type of integer, name is in the type of character, and age is in the type of integer. So same like that, example I had given, this is one example where int takes what, array. Same like that, struct stud p of 10. P of 10 means what, the pointer of 10. What it will do, it will take the number of students, their roll number, name and age, it will take one by one. Understood? This array will take only one values, like 1, 2, 3, like this it will take 4, 5, 6 till 10 it will take. But here in this stud, what we are doing, in one section we are adding roll number, name, age. So this is first student information, second student information, like roll number, name, age. So like this we are adding, it will take, for one subscript it will take roll number, name, age. For second subscript it will take roll number, name and age. Same thing here, array it will take only one. So we'll move to the next. Here enter number of student is there, scanf, it will ask how many students. For example, I will write here enter number of students. So it will ask, so when I put 3, what it will do, this for loop will loop 3 times. 3 times it will loop, and 3 times this will be created memory allocation. It will allocate 3 times memory, and every time it will ask roll number, name, age, roll number, name, age. And when we add the roll number, name and age, that will be indirectly assigned to here. Means what, it will accept it and it will put in the array. For example, enter number of student, so 3 I have assigned. So it, what it will do, pointer of 3 times it will take. So how, p of 0, p of 0 is what, it will take roll number, name and age, like this. First it will accept. This is nothing but address of p arrow roll number, like this, address of p, this is the roll number. Same thing, this is the age, that we have to add like p of age, sorry, name is there, no, name. So this comes under the subscript. that is 0, and it will take this all one by one. It will take this all and then it will start printing the value. How it will print the value? Just remember how to print it. It will print using the like this. Here for scanf we have to use address, and here we have to design here the student details, and after that using for loop. I think so you know how to use the for loop. First this statement will execute, next it will check the condition, then it will execute the statement. This statement, this I have used /n/t/t because it will show in a proper format. For that purpose we have used. So starting we have to accept the element. The next thing we have to display the element one by one. So to display the element, only here confusion is what? We are using the P of I. You have to remember this structure. This how we have done struct stud, and this rest all part are same only. Okay, stud pi enter. We are accepting here. We are displaying. Input is here. Output is here. So P of I, roll number, P of I. Here we should not use address because it is printing the element. Here we have to use address because it is accepting the element. So we are asking enter roll number, name, age. So after that it will accept and it will display. See the output here. Enter number of students, 2 I have done. Enter roll number 1, name Raj 20, to Seema 21. So like this it will print. Simple it is. How we can access this structure? They have told. Accessing the structure using this gate, we are entering here and we are assigning like this. See, P of I arrow roll number, P of I arrow name, P of I arrow age. Understood? Means this is a bundle. We are using that bundle. We are picking one of the data types from that and we are assigning the value like this. Like that it is. Okay, I hope so you understood how it is. Only the thing is what? Accepting and displaying the student details, that is the thing. So I hope so you understood everyone about this. Thank you.